Hello, you wonderful air sign lady, you. So welcome to your Valentine's Day special with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So these are your Valentine's Day specials. Lots of people have asked me to do love readings over the years and I never do. So I thought I would bring you something different and something that has been, a lot of people have asked for. So this is based on a spread that I actually offer. So if you want to get your personal one, you can do so on the link in the description box below. So here we go. We are going to get straight into it. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So what you have here, that's a deck of separated majors. And what we're going to look at are, so this is you. Whether you're an Aquarius, Gemini or Libra woman, this is for you. And then your Emperor card literally is like a universal significator. So this would be your other half, your partner, your husband, significant other, etc. And if you're newly seeing somebody, it could be them, or maybe even your intended, maybe this will give you a view of how things will go between you. We're going to look at your mind, body and your spirit as a collective, and then we're going to look at your path going forward. So let's have a look. Air sign woman. Let's have a look at what's going on in your mind when it comes to your relationship. You have the Seven of Wands. So in true air sign fashion, right, you are all in the mind about this. And when it comes to your relationship, you're very focused on saving it. This is about you kind of saying, right, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to save this relationship. I'm going to make this work between us. Your Seven of Wands is about the battle that you fight, but it also tells you that the battle that you're fighting is one that is worth fighting for. Now, the Queen of Swords as an experience is literally about what you go to war for. That's what I go to war for. That's not actually the song, but if you know, then you know. What this tells me is that you are fighting for your relationship, or you're prepared to fight for it. So whether this is from an outside perspective, maybe somebody's trying to intrude, there's a strong sense that when it comes to your mind, you are sharp, you're focused when it comes to the relationship, and you are very much about that. Like, woe betide anybody that gets involved, let's say. So your significant other then has the Five of Wands in the mind, and this is interesting because it does suggest that maybe your partner has recently said to you, I think too many people are getting involved in our relationship, or maybe they're saying that the social circle that you're attached to or that they're attached to, maybe there's a disconnect there somewhere. Now, what I find interesting is when it comes to the mind, this is somebody that is very fun, somebody that's very jovial, but it also suggests to me that this, especially as they come up here, you're both fully aware that there are too many, or maybe not necessarily too many people, but there is definitely someone or something that is trying to intervene on the relationship, and it's like neither one of you is having it. What I really like about this is it suggests to me that both of you are aware that outside efforts or factors, are pressing in on your relationship, but you're both of the same mind. You've both got the same element, right? Which is great. Now, because you both have the wands there, it also suggests that your outlook is very similar, but the approach is slightly different, which is, this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. What it also tells me as well is that you guys are fighting to have more fun, more time to yourselves, more time as a couple or as a partnership. Now, in your body, you have the Two of Wands, which sees you very focused on the finances, very focused on the money, very focused on your collective future. And it kind of suggests to me as well, you are feeling sexy, you are feeling sexy, and you are feeling sensual. And when it comes to the relationship, physically you are in that space. Like, you definitely look and feel like you are being taken care of in that way, let's say. The Two of Wands is a very active card. It's passionate, it's vibrant, it's progressive as well, which suggests that when it comes to the physical aspect of your relationship and your body, when it comes to the relationship, there's a new lease on life. So this might have come about because you guys have had to work on the relationship, but this is about you seeing the results of that now. It's like, what, yes, we put in the hard effort, yes, we had some challenges, yes, we had some moments where we had to really graft it, but look at how far we've come, look at what we've been able to create by really being in it, which is great, you know, it's lovely. So your partner has the Six of Cups, and this is really nice because it suggests for them, they feel like you guys are getting back to that initial sort of honeymoon period. So this is great because they've got a lot of fond memories about your relationship, which is nice. Like they're looking at it in the guise of, well, you know what, it's been this good before and I know it can be this good again. It just requires, you know, whatever it requires at this moment in time, and obviously that will be unique to your situation. Now your Six of Cups as well, when it comes to the physical side of things, the intimate side of things, this suggests that there is a real bond of friendship between you as well. It's not just like your partners and wham bam thank you ma'am, that's it. Like there's a really strong sense of being in it together. Like there's a really strong sense of fun and enjoyment, which is really, really nice. I like this a lot, actually. I do. Okay, so in your soul you have the Nine of Swords, which does suggest that you are a little bit restless at this moment in time and you want to find a way to use that, right? It's like, you know, before people go on stage, they always say like use the nerves, put it into the performance. Well, whatever nerves and challenges you have at the moment, put that into your relationship. So whatever it is you're feeling at a soul level, because it does appear that you've got a worry, and if you hold that worry at that energetic level, you're going to start to manifest the physical expression of what that looks like. You can avoid that by, you know, being open, being honest with your partner and saying to them, look, you know what, everything really is moving forward well, but I'm still worried and these are what my worries or my concerns are. You really want to find a way to speak on those now, because I think you'll get a lot out of it, and I actually think your partner will as well. So your partner has the Queen of Wands, right, which is feisty, vibrant, passionate, dynamic, energetic, right? And this is their soul card, and this suggests to me that when they look at the relationship, there is still a very, very bright torch that they hold. However, it does appear that they don't feel like they're able to share that with you at the moment. And this is something where you're going to have to start thinking, how can I be more receptive to what my partner is trying to share with me or to show me at this moment in time? So in your collective mind, you have the Ten of Swords. So that's the end of the shit that you guys have been through, quite frankly. And it does look like there's been a fair amount of wading through crap. All right, but I like this because it's, you remember the Ten of Swords, that's it, right? It's the completion point. Great. In your body, you have the Fool card, which tells me an exciting new beginning is on the horizon for you. For those of you that are, especially because you've got the Six of Cups here, for those of you that are wanting to conceive, wanting to have children, wanting to maybe have more children, you know, wanting to start a family, very possible now. This next 6 weeks, very fertile time for you, so just be aware of that. Especially for those of you that maybe don't want that experience, this would be a time to, again, be cautious. And then in your collective soul, you have the Moon card, right? So there does appear to be a little bit of confusion on this level. And I feel like it's because, you know, maybe this is the Mercury retrograde that's wreaking havoc. Like on that soul level, it's like you're both like, oh, maybe I can't say that right now. Well, no, you can. That's the whole point, isn't it, of, you know, of being in a partnership. So your path forward, you have the Nine of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands, you've got the Six of Wands. Wow. The Star card. I mean, hello. And then you've got the Seven of Swords. All right. Okay. So first things first. I mean, some really great cards here. This is not only a wish fulfilled, but it suggests that you guys are working towards what I would call like an immediate goal on the home. So on the home and environment, whether this is construction on the home, whether it is some kind of you know, changing the decor inside. Like there's something that you're changing on a home level at the moment that's taking a lot of focus, but it looks like it's going really well. Then you've got the Six of Wands right at the heart of this, which suggests that the work that you guys have done, all of the challenges that you've come through, this, if you like, even more so now, you should be able to speak to each other and say, right, okay, you know what, this is what I'm maybe holding. And it does appear to be, I'm sorry to say, it is you. So if you're, you know, it's kind of like one of those moments where you keep asking someone if they're all right, and eventually they kind of like lose it. And it's like, yes, everything's fine. Why do you keep asking? Because what that does is create that kind of, okay, well, if you keep asking me if I'm all right and I know I'm fine, but you keep asking, does that mean you're not all right? So it's kind of like you're inadvertently, subconsciously rocking the boat when you don't need to. Then you have the Star card, which is beautiful, but it's coupled with the Seven of Swords. I'm going to give you a small piece of advice. Over the course of the next 5 to 6 months, keep your private life private, off of social media. This would not, I just want to say that to you, like, this is not a time to share, you know, whatever you're doing. Just because you're not sharing it on social media doesn't mean that you're not living, right? Like, live it rather than post it, I think is the best message that you can get here. Just something for you to be aware of. And, you know, for those of you that are maybe seeing somebody comment on your significant other's posts and page and stuff, that's fine, let them comment, that's their business. All right, so your key to the relationship for now is the Temperance card. You've got to find that balance point, and more importantly, you've done so much work to bring the connection into alignment, or back into some relative form of alignment. It would be a shame for you to ruin it now. This is one of those moments where it's no longer broken. Stop trying to fix it. All right, if it's healed, let it be healed. You know, it's like kind of like you know, when you're little and your mum says to you, stop picking at the scab. And it's like, it's one of those moments, like, it's healed, so let it be healed. All right. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. I truly hope this helps you in some way, shape or form. It's nice to bring you something different. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.